Hello and welcome to the breakdown reaction to the greatest trailer of all time. I'm so excited. As you guys have seen on my channel, I've been looking at a bunch of Indiana Jones stuff because I'm the biggest Indiana Jones fan ever, and I'm going to be breaking down the new trailer that just dropped yesterday in a new format, live, raw, uncut, because I'm lazy and I don't want to edit. Okay, let's get right into it.
I miss the desert.
So immediately right off the bat, we notice that Sala is doing a voiceover, which means he's returning, and that's a good sign because, as he pointed out to Steven Spielberg a couple years ago, he's in the first and third movie, which back when there was only three movies, were the two best ones. So he said Sala's a good luck charm. So let's hope that the good luck continues with this one. So we got a little bit of a snippet of them doing the rickshaw chase scene, which I'm really excited for. And right here we're looking at New York, which I believe is going to be in the 1960s because the film was set in 1969, very much so during the space race. Indy facing off against ex-Nazis. Just how much of ex are they is the question. Because if you didn't know, a lot of ex-Nazis actually worked in the NASA space program when we were doing the space race. Okay, let's continue.
I miss the sea.
I just want to say how much I love that shot of the eels coming out of the skeleton. Whew, chills. And again, we see Indy doing some more teaching at a university. Pretty cool.
And I miss waking up every morning, wondering what wonderful adventure the new day will bring to us.
So we just got a shot of Indy getting dragged out of a castle that's exploding with a bag over his head, which is a look at our first look at the opening sequence of this new movie. As we know, the opening sequence will be set in 1944, a flashback, with a de-aged Harrison Ford in a castle full of Nazis. And I think this train scene that we also saw a glimpse of will also be part of the opening sequence, and you'll see why later in this trailer.
Those days have come and gone.
Perhaps, perhaps not.
So this instinct of Indy where he's like, oh, I don't really want to go on any adventures anymore, is actually a little bit of insight into where he is right now. At the beginning of this movie, we read in, or I, at least I read in Empire magazine, that he's very much accepted this domestic lifestyle now that he's settled down with Marion. He's not so much an adventurer anymore. At least that's where we find him at the beginning of the film.
I don't believe in magic. But a few times in my life. But a few times in my life.
There, sorry for that. I just wanted to pause on this shot of the de-aged Harrison Ford. I mean, you can still kind of tell that it's a deep fake, but I mean, it looks really good, right? So this is obviously him in the castle in the opening sequence in 1944, a younger version of Harrison Ford, a more Raiders of the Lost Ark era Indiana Jones. Let's continue.
I've seen things. Things I can't explain. I've seen things. Things I can't explain.
So I want to freeze frame on this real quick because we get another shot of Mads Mikkelsen's villainous voyeur, the Nazi main villain of the film, who is inspired by Werner von Braun. But also, I just wanted to take a look at this because I feel like with this sole image, it disproves the whole theory that he's playing a younger version of Talk or whatever his name is from the first Raiders of the Lost Ark. I don't think that's true. I think he's playing his own character, in, as we can see clearly with this one frame. Also, Antonio Banderas looks pretty cool.
And I've come to believe it's not things I can't explain.
So here we go, another shot of the de-aged Harrison Ford on a train, which is why I said I think the train sequence is also a part of the opening sequence. And the next shot right here is, of course, the Dial of Destiny that the film is named after. Pretty cool.
And I've come to believe it's not so much what you believe.
So although this shot looks a little wonky, I'm sure they're going to fix it later. This is Indy going through the ticker tape parade that they threw for the Apollo 11 astronauts in New York City. Another cool chase scene I'm really excited to see in this film.
It's how hard you believe it.
Okay, we just got a whole bunch of stuff, so let's just comb through it real quick and see what we can glean from it before we get to the title, of course. Okay, we're going to go back. Here we got Indiana Jones, his hat, just on some stuff. He grabs it. He's talking about believing in magic. Here is a young Indy right here on a motorcycle, which is a part of the opening sequence again. Here's Indy. This looks like, would this be Atlas? I don't know. I'm not very familiar with all mythology stuff, but they're dislodging another boulder, Indy versus another boulder, with Phoebe Waller-Bridge's Helena. What else can we glean from here? So this is an explosion. This looks like it might be part of the opening sequence with the castle. Pretty big explosion. And I love this just super cut of punches. Punch! Punch! Then there's, I forget what his name is. I think it starts with a B. This is the lapdog of the villain, so the secondary villain. Oh, and here we go. We get, so his name is Basil. Toby Jones' character. I wonder if this is maybe someone he's rescuing from the Nazi castle on top of the train. So again, I think this is going to be a part of the opening sequence. And there is the young Indy hanging off the back of the motorcycle. Pretty cool. I'm really interested to see what the heck this is about. So they're flying a plane. It looks like World War II era plane in storm. So that, like, it's storming, so this is also probably part of the opening sequence. Quite interesting. There he whips a gun out of. I don't think that's Mads Mikkelsen's character. We get classic Indy hanging off stuff, fighting people, and then of course running through a subway. Sick. And the title reveal: Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. People, this is your 5th Indiana Jones film. I just wanted to say, when I first heard that the name would be Dial of Destiny, I was a little bit unsure of it. I think it's grown on me a lot now, but the one thing is just I don't know if I really like the use of the word dial. I think that maybe there could be something. I love of Destiny. Maybe it could have been a better word, but you know, I'm not behind this, so I'm gonna trust them, and I can live with this. I can, 10 years down the road, I can look back on this and be like, you know what? I'm glad that we have Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. I'm not gonna complain just because, at first I didn't really like the title. It'll grow on me for sure. It's already growing on me, so let's move on. What else do we have in this trailer?
Who is this man?
I'm her godfather.
Related.
Okay, so there are rumors that Helena is the daughter of Marcus Brody, and that he named Indy her godfather. We can tell that here that he is her godfather, but she might be Helena Brody. That's why we don't know her last name just yet, which would be kind of cool. I'd be interested in saying that. And I love the dynamic here already.
Related.
And just this scene is so... This is classic Indiana Jones right here. Oh, amazing. And there we have it, June 30th. If you haven't been paying attention to my countdown, or you don't already know, this is how long we have to wait till the greatest movie of all time. And I thank you for joining my movie trailer breakdown. Follow me on TikTok at Flushtime and subscribe.